How much sleep are you getting? Be honest. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to yourself. My bet is not enough. And when I say not enough, we can equate some time to it, like 8 hours, you name it. From my understanding, there's not necessarily an hour time. There's certainly a minimum, such as 4 to 6 hours is generally not enough sleep for most people. 8 hours is what we all hear. Most humans fall somewhere between 7 to 10 hours of sleep being their healthy threshold. Everybody's a little different. But I wanted to mention this because I struggle sometimes with sleep, and I fight really hard to get a consistent sleep schedule. And the reason that I do that is for immune management and pain management and emotional management. We have a huge misunderstanding about the correlation of sleep with pain, chronic pain, and the latter. If you're not getting enough rest, adequate rest, you are having increased cortisol levels in the body. You are having metabolic repair systems not functioning to their fullest. Your metabolism in general is not functioning at optimal capacity. Your neurons to your brain are not functioning at optimal capacity. You'll see a lot of correlation. Sleep correlates to so many things. It correlates to stress hormones, it correlates to pain. And since we're all about finding solutions to pain here, I wanted to talk about the importance of sleep and pain in particular. Partly because there's a little bit of a funny hypocrisy to this, where if you have chronic pain, it may make it hard to go to sleep, and because the pain's making it hard to sleep, you get less good sleep, which then feeds back into the chronic pain. That's a crappy loop to be in, and I think many of us suffer from it. But some things that I would want to suggest to all of you is get proper rest. Make time for it. If you need to, don't be watching your TV as you're getting ready to go to bed. Cut that off. Even if it's something that distracts you from pain, watching television right next to bed stimulates parts of your brain that make it really hard to go to bed. Playing on your phone makes it really hard to go to bed. So if you're watching videos, if you're watching my videos, you're going to bed, turn it off, come back to it tomorrow. If you're watching anyone else's videos right before bed, turn it off, come back to it tomorrow. I would be focused on trying to get quality sleep, and since it's without getting a sleep study and getting tested for circadian rhythms and stuff like that, the only way to really know if you feel like you're getting adequate sleep, you can measure by time. Shoot for 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night. Some of you may not have that option, and if you don't, I hope you can find a way to get as close as you can to it. Those of you that can and are not doing it, make the change. Your body will quickly thank you. I've discovered something that helps me with a lot of my pain management is consistent sleep schedules. And if I can make sure that I'm getting between that 7 to 9 hours of sleep, it can impact my whole body's response to pain the next day. Not only that, but the way that pain impacts our cognitive expressions and how we feel emotionally. Because pain is such a stressor. It's not just a physical stressor, and people don't understand that don't deal with it. When you're physically in pain all the time, that adds so much stress to your mind that you can create a doom cycle, essentially, of your brain is always upset because you're physically in pain, and you're physically in pain, which is making your brain upset, and it's a death loop. It's a death spiral, and there are ways of mitigating it. If you need some help to sleep, I would not suggest anyone that they don't talk to their doctor about short-term sleep aids if need be. There's also some natural ways to do it. Magnesium glycinate is really well known for helping as a natural calming agent. light doses of melatonin, not heavy doses, but light doses of melatonin can be really helpful. Valerian root can be helpful for calming. GABA, gamma aminobutyric acid, another supplement that can help with the calming effect. 5-hydroxytryptophan, often seen as 5-HTP on the bottle, can also be a natural source that can help you regulate certain hormones for sleeping. All of these can be natural options. If you need something stronger than a natural option, don't be afraid of it. Don't go blindly jumping into the doctor's office willing to take whatever they throw at you either. You know, a lot of those sleep aids can leave you groggy and mess you up the next day, and who knows what kind of, and give you brain fog and all kinds of stuff. They're shorter acting sleep aids. You need to understand your body. You need to find out if are you not sleeping because you can't fall asleep, or are you not sleeping because you can't stay asleep? They're two totally different types of issues, and they're treated differently in the medical way, so you need to be aware of which one it is. But this video I was going to keep short. I was reminded just recently, because of a few nights of not such great sleep that I got, the amount of effect it has on how I feel physically, mentally, emotionally, cognitively, and I just wanted to remind everyone how important it is, because we don't think about it. In this world where we're trying to find any solution, especially when you're in a chronic pain situation, if you have connective tissue issues, if you're dealing with EDS or something like that, you are often throwing spaghetti at the wall looking for solutions. So here's one string of that spaghetti: sleep. It can be an amazing tool to help improve a lot of things, but you got to do it the right way and get the right amount. Feel free to chime in, write a message, tell me how your experiences have been. If you have any ideas yourself on what can be helpful, I would love to hear. Send them. Again, subscribe to the channel if you'd like. I appreciate anyone and everyone who subscribes. I'm hoping to get to the level where I can be seriously taken, so doctors and biological scientists that are working on remedies for chronic pain, for connective tissue disorders, for skeletal deformities, things like that. I want to be able to get all of us answers to that stuff, and I'm sure I can do it with enough of your support. So I hope to hear from you all soon, and upcoming videos we'll be talking about neurostim therapy. So TENS units, that's an acronym, NMES, also an acronym, which I will spell out later. But muscular stimulation units, and how they can help treat pain as well as atrophying muscles and function. So stay tuned for that, subscribe, and thanks for tuning in.